And welcome back. The Northern Wolves love playing in the Pentagon. After all, they almost won the national championship there last March. Well, tonight it was the NSIC semifinals against Winona State, and the Wolves always bring a great crowd for this game. How about Parker Fox? He was just an absolute beast yesterday. Gives the Wolves the early lead here. And Emmett Zor is there cheering for the Wolves. How cool was that? After Winona had gone back in front, Mason Stark with a steal and the save to Ian Smith, who goes in for that layup. Final minutes, Gabe King, who had 19 points, with the block and then the run-out layup, Northern by 4, but the Warriors would answer with a 9-2 run. Caleb Wagner, number 10, he had 25 points, huge jumper. And the game comes down to one last shot. Time is running out. Smith to the freshman, Stark. Buzzer. It goes in. They go crazy. The basket counts. They win again. And of course, afterwards, we had to speak to the hero of the game.
I knew there was not much time left. Ian Smith drove left, handed me the ball. I knew there was about 4 seconds on the clock, and I just drove, shot a floater. I knew I had to do it, and I had confidence in myself and for our team, so I shot it, and it went in.
Yes, it did. Well, I'd say this guy, Ryan Brueggemann, also likes playing at the Sanford Pentagon. He's had great success there, and his Mustangs have always had pretty good success, too. There he is with 2 of his 34 points tonight. Believe it or not, didn't play all that well, but he made 17 free throws, and look at this dish to Taylor Schaefer. Schaefer for 3 of his 19 points, and the Mustangs in a battle would take the lead here. Final seconds of the half, Mustangs down 1. Michael Lee for 3. 39-37 SMSU at the half. Final seconds of the second half, up 2. Wayne State gets it into Jordan Jansen. He ties the game up at 69. Here's your last court heave by Brueggemann. It goes to overtime. So we had a last-second shot, then an overtime. And the hero in OT, this was the big shot. That's Michael Lee for 3 more. They take a 3-point lead and go on to win. Final score in overtime, 84-78. What a night at the Pentagon tonight. Brueggemann with 34, Schaefer with 19. There's your Northern win. Stark with their game winner, Coleman and King each with 19. So it's Northern and SMSU in the championship game. That is tomorrow night. Well, the T-Titan boys basketball team heads into the Sodak 16 as the favorite to win the state championship again. And a big reason for that is the dynamic duo of Justin Hone and Noah Friedel. Zach Borg has more on our Carl's TV and Appliance Athletes of the Week.
Justin Hone and Noah Friedel are the dynamic duo of South Dakota prep basketball.
I would definitely take Batman. He knows I'm Batman. There's no discussion.
Steps around the defense, 3-point shot, and the buzzer is good!
I'll take Robin because I think I'm smarter. I think I'm smarter for sure.
They know their roles because they know each other so well.
We're at each other's houses every other day at least. He's an athlete and he's a good scorer, so it makes me look better in a lot of times. And sometimes we can get a lob or something, get the crowd hyped up. That's what we strive for.
He just is so much quicker, athletic. He can handle it better than anyone. And he's put in the work. He's been in the gym a bunch to be able to do that, and he just makes everything easier.
And it's helped make T a 20-1 top-ranked superpower.
Certainly neither one of them are afraid to step up in a big moment and take the big shot if need be. So each brings their own dynamic to the game, but the bottom line is they both want to win, and they'll do whatever needs to be done for the team to get that.
Like all good comic book team-ups, this one is destined to end, with Justin set to play college ball at UC Irvine next year while Noah heads to Wright State.
It happens to everyone. Got to move on. It's time for college. I'm excited, looking forward to it, but I'm definitely going to miss all of them.
And winning a second state title in 3 years would be a pretty good final chapter. In T, Zach Borg, KDLT Sports.
Well, it was semifinal night for the men. It's semifinal day for the women at the Pentagon for the Northern Sun basketball tournament. And for the Cougars of USF, a chance to make it 11 straight wins and a spot in tomorrow's championship game. Moorhead was up 7 at this point, put back by Megan Hintz. She was the star of the game with 28 points and 10 rebounds, and she had several threes. They could really shoot the three. Cougars get on a run, though. Mariah Szymanski for three. She had 15 points. And then, off a miss, it's going to be Lauren Sanders with a long pass, a beauty, to Anna Goodhope. She'll take it up and in with the crossover step. She had 14 points. And it's going to be more coast-to-coast action. This time, Jessie Gear with the rebound. She's going to take it all the way down. USF gets within three. It looks like they might pull this thing out, but they would get no closer. Jackie Volkert kind of helps put this thing away. 77-64 in favor of Moorhead, the top seed. Simply put, they played like the top seed, and the Dragons were really good today.
And when some injuries happened, I really liked the way we played late in the season with kind of that no fear mentality. But we just ran into, doesn't mean we didn't have a great year, but we just ran into a better team today.
Absolutely. Again, Moorhead wins at 77-64, and Duluth wins at 68-50. Honestly, the two best teams are going to play for the championship. That game is at 5 o'clock tomorrow. The men's is at 7:30. In case you're wondering about girls' highlights tonight, the games, the SODAC 16 games for tonight, have been postponed because of the weather. They'll be played in the same locations and at the same time again on Thursday, and the boys will play tomorrow in Class B and in Class A to fill out the fields. The Iowa's Boys State Tournament tipped off in Des Moines today, Class 2A. This is Boyden Hall playing their game. There's Keaton Mosier with a spin in the hoop. He had 11 points as they took on Iowa City Regina. And there is Bo DeYoung with the hoop and the harm. They are down two. They're up two after one. Young had a great game. There's Mosier again with the acrobatic shot. And there's DeYoung again with a three-point play. He had 25 points. Number 11 was your hero. Let's go to the scoreboard. Boyden Hall wins it 61-57 or 61-56. Rock Valley did lose. That means Boyden Hall will play Hamilton Jewel on Wednesday in the semifinals. Now on Thursday, former Sioux Falls Cougar offensive lineman Trey Pitkins worked out in front of scouts at the NFL Combine. Today it was Jordan Brown of State, ran a 4.5140, did well in a number of drills. Jacks are hoping to see another player drafted in the draft, with Dallas Goddard, of course, going last year. Brown and Pipkins will find out April 25th through the 27th. And finally, the state swim meet concluded over the weekend. Sunday, there were some record-setting performances on Saturday night when I was the official timer in lane 8. These great swimmers morning, I didn't get any of. I was cheering for my swimmers to win. That was Gita Jorgensen of Aberdeen. She was terrific. This is Caleb Swanson of Mitchell. He's the state champ in the 13 to 19 400 IM. As for the teams, let's quick check out the team totals and see that the boys champion was the Sioux Falls swim team. Watertown was second. As for the girls, same thing. Sioux Falls wins it with almost 3,000 points. Watertown was second, and I had a great time at the pool. We'll be right back.